Hey guys, Aaron Radcliffe here from Nomads Nation, your number one resource for all things nomad lifestyle, backpack reviews, and all that good travel shit. Today, we are doing a massive Arcido Akra review. In this insider guide, I'm going to tell you everything that you need to know about this backpack. We're going to talk about the way that it looks, the style of the pack, the front, the middle, the back, and then most importantly, at the end of this video, I'm going to tell you exactly who I think this pack is perfect for. And if it's not perfect for you, I'll make a specific recommendation for what pack I think is perfect for you. Guys, our pack reviews at Nomads Nation are a bit different. We're actually gonna take the Arcido Akra through the streets of Ho Chi Minh City so you can see the way that this bad boy looks, the way that it feels, and most importantly, the way that it functions in an urban environment. And finally, guys, you know the gist. If you like what we're doing, please give us a like or subscribe. It lets us know we're doing a good job so we can keep making awesome backpack review videos. All right, guys, let's take it down here. Let's talk about the specs of the Arcido Akra. And let's talk about the price. The Akra is gonna run you back $199 US. Now, in context, it's actually not that bad. A lot of these sort of like newer craftsman sort of backpacks, they're gonna be a lot more expensive, like Boundary Supply, Manal. Some of those backpacks will cost you at least $300. So for $199 overall, I think the price point and the value is pretty good. All right, now let's talk about the size of the Arcido Akra. And it only comes in one size, and that's 35 liters. Now, this is a super important thing to take into consideration, because a 35-liter backpack is a really interesting size point. Sometimes I think 35 liters is a little bit awkward. It's a little too small to be like a long-term travel backpack. Like, you wouldn't want to take this around the world for a year. It's gonna be a little too small for that. But it's also almost a little too big to be like an everyday, smaller carry-on backpack. That's why I recommend this bag for somebody who's looking to do like, well, if you want an everyday carry that's a little bit bigger, let's say you have like a lot of gym stuff, you got a lot of laptop and work stuff, and then you also want a bag that can double as like a short-term travel backpack. Think weekend trips, a week trip. If that's what you're looking for, then the Akra is a badass option. So let's talk about the style of the Arcido Akra, because there's a few very important things to take into consideration. The first of which is the color, okay? A lot of backpacks have multiple color options. The Arcido Akra, you only got one. You've got this ash gray. I love this color. I think it's great. I think it looks professional, and it's also gonna be durable. And then for the style, let's talk about the actual shape. Now, this is one of the coolest aspects of the Arcido Akra is the way that it's cut. So look at this. It's almost a little top heavy. And you see how the way it like heavy top, and it kind of cuts into the sides. This is one of the most unique backpack shapes I've ever seen on the market. And I love it because it makes it look a lot less bulky. So with that cut, you're gonna be able to fit a lot of stuff on the top and less stuff on the bottom, but it gives it a thinner, kind of a sexier look, more minimalist look, which is why this is so nice for like quick, seamless, minimalist travel and everyday carry, if that's what you need it to be. It's a less bulky, less boxy backpack. All right, guys, next up, let's talk about the way the pack feels. Let's first talk about the exterior materials, okay? And the exterior materials are quality. They use 600D nylon, which has got kind of a scratchy kind of a feel to it, but more or less it feels quality, it feels durable, it feels great. With the interior materials of this, I'm not quite as stoked about them. They do feel a little bit cheaper. We'll discuss those a little bit further in the review. Talking about the feel of the pack, let's talk about the zippers, and they're really great on the Arcido Akra. What's a little bit strange about this pack is that typically a bag of this size will use a lot bigger, like chunkier zippers, but this one actually utilizes YKK quality zippers, but they're a lot smaller. But actually, like in terms of their overall smoothness and the opening and closing of the back, it's really smooth, it's very streamlined, it's got a great feel to it, it's awesome. It says like the zipper highway is smooth, baby. And then finally, for the way that it feels, guys, let's talk about the comfort. We'll get into the back padding a little bit further into the review, but to be honest, man, just in a word, if you're asking, is it comfortable? Yes. It's a very comfortable backpack. Everything feels well padded without being like too like pillowy. There's a stiffness to it, but a durability to it. Super comfortable pack. All right, dudes, let's jump into the next part of the Arcido Akra review. Let's talk about the front of the pack because I think it's sexy, super sexy. Hey, baby, not like that sexy, but the thing is like it's got like a really nice sleekness to it. Like we talked about with the shape earlier, the way that the front of this pack is designed sort of emphasizes that overall sleek and sexiness. Because notice, there's not a lot going on the front. There's not a lot of like zippers and pockets that are distracting from just like, it's actually just like this straight sort of a panel and that's it. And it looks great. All right, now let's chat about the logo real fast. I know that not everybody cares about the logo on a backpack, but I'm a nerd and I wanted to bring it up. Out of all the logos on backpacks, this is one of my least favorite. The stitching just looks a little bit cheap to me and it kind of comes across as like it's a little bit dirty. Just worth noting that out of like all the world of backpack logos, it's not my favorite. Next up, we have the large pocket. Now, check this guy out. It's kind of covered by a lip, so you can kind of get that seamlessness and cover the zipper if you want. I got mixed feelings about this pocket. On the good side, it's great because you can pack like bigger things and quickly access them, like a notebook, you know, or like I like to keep, it's deep. Like look at how deep. My hand's going all the way down there. So like I like to keep like my melatonin on there. Okay, maybe, what else do I got in here? It's like Santa Claus's pouch in here. Holy shit. We got batteries, you know, so this is like a kind of like a tech quick access pocket, things that you want to access quickly that are not going to fit in the smaller pocket above it. So that's the things that I like about it. But on the flip side, I just think that like if this pocket wasn't here, the front of the pack would even be sexier. You wouldn't need this little lip. Things that are in there kind of jet out a little bit and screw with the aesthetic. I'm torn on it, but I'll still use it. I'll still pack all my stuff in there and you know, it serves a purpose. And then last on the top, let's talk about this top pocket, or what I usually refer to as a quick access pocket. Here are things that I like to put in that I need to grab quickly, whether it's my sunglasses, maybe my phone, we got AirPods in there, okay? And what's great about this pocket is it's a very, very soft material. If you look really closely, this is like a super soft and kind of a stretchy fabric. This means that any of your gear that's a little more fragile, hence me putting my uncovered phone or my sunglasses in there, this spot will keep them safe and scratch free. Good? Okay. All right. Do you want to come to it? Time for the middle of the pack. So, yet again, with a minimalist pack, there's not going to be quite as many things to discuss, but let's talk about the few things that are the most important. So on both sides, this side and this side, we have a water bottle holder, okay? 2 water bottle holders I'm usually a little meh about. I never travel with 2 water bottles, but whatever, it's nice to have, I guess. On the other holder, sometimes I'll put like a laptop stand, or if you're a photographer, it's good for a tripod. This water bottle, for reference, is like 500 milliliters, so if you travel with like a super big water bottle, it's not gonna fit in there, so I'd recommend maybe downgrading, or you're just gonna have to carry your water bottle, or I don't know what the solution to your problem is. Okay, but it's just worth noting. There is a little bit of elasticity, so you can definitely fit a larger one in there, but I wouldn't push it too far, but it feels like it's a durable quality. I like it a lot. Now, if you look behind Vader, this is the name of my water bottle, is Vader, because it's dark and it reminds me of Darth Vader, and that's what I called it, so that's the story. Anyways, if you look behind Vader, though, you will see a secret water bottle pocket. It's actually not that much of a secret, but these pockets are actually pretty cool. I like them as like a backup pocket for things like, I use it for my gym membership, or if you have a little bit of extra spare cash, okay? I think it's a good spot for something like that. Don't put anything too secret or too secure in there, because like, it's really not a secret pocket. Like, it can be hidden, but like, I wouldn't put your life savings in that pocket. It's just a nice additional space for storage. If we head our way north, we have what I consider to be one of the better handles in the backpack universe. I'm a handle nerd, okay guys? A handle is extremely important, and I love this guy. It's just the right amount of padding, I like the webbing, I like the materials, and most importantly, there's an adequate amount of space for you to actually grab the handle. Like, some handles on backpacks, they'll be like this, and you have to like pry it open with like a crow bar to even get in, to actually get your fingers underneath it. This though, it's like easy because think about it. Like the whole point of a handle is for, like you can just grab it, Like, look how fast that was. You didn't even see it. It was so fast. It was like kaboom, So that's what this handle allows you. It's comfortable and it's easy to grab, which is the two most important things. Now let's jump into the actual main compartment of the Arcido Akra. Like I said before, these zippers are nice. They got a really nice zip to it. Notice how the zip kind of cuts. It slashes a little bit. I love it. There's no compromised functionality for this feature, and it's actually just kind of fun to open. Like it's got a really nice vibe to it. And when you open it, this is what you see. Now we packed a few things in there so you can get an idea of what this pack looks like when fully full. So I got like the Peak Design wash pouch in here. I'll throw a link to the bottom. We've got the Peak Design, what is this called? The Tech pouch. Again, I'll throw a link in the bottom to this one. This thing's amazing. But more or less, you can see kind of how this thing packs. In the main compartment, we have these compression straps. I usually don't use them just because I'm a lazy piece of shit and I never want to actually tie anything down. But if you're the kind of person who wants to like compress your things and keep them organized, these straps serve that purpose and they'll do really well for that. A couple other things to know about this main compartment is that, well, A, there's no really any additional pockets, okay? Like if you think of like the Tortuga Outbreaker, it's got like side pockets and like a top pocket. There's none of that. There's this main carved out spot and that's all that you've got. I like that though because honestly, a lot of those interior pockets to me are overkill. And one last note about this main compartment is its capacity, okay? I wanna make this clear. The Arcido Akra is marketed as a 35 liter. I'm not saying that's not true. What I'm saying though is it's a very tight 35 liters if that is the case. For instance, I have the Manal 2.0 carry-on, which is also 35 liters, and I would say the Manal can easily carry 25% additional than the actual Arcido Akra can. So just keep this in mind. This is not like a super deep, super large main compartment for a 35 liter. It's gonna be a tight fit. Which is why, because of that, my recommendation remains this is not a long-term travel backpack, whereas opposed to the Manal 2.0, I think it's just a little bit too tight. And then finally, if you look right here, you can actually access, remember that initial main compartment that I said that I like to put my notebooks and my drugs in? You can actually access that compartment right through here, unzip this, and you can get through there like that. To be honest, I think this is kind of a useless feature. I've never actually used it. Like if I want to get anything out of this compartment, I've always just gotten it from the front, but whatever. It's nice to have. Loosey-goosey.
All right, I'm rolling and exit.
All right, guys, bring it in close because we're going to talk about the last part of the Arcido Akra, and that is the back of this pack. First thing I'm going to bring up is this top pocket. Now, this top pocket is quite cool. A lot of backpacks have like a top access pocket, you can fit a few things in there. I got my passport in there, a wallet, I got some pens in there, okay? But what's really cool about this particular pocket is its depth. Most of the time, a pocket like this will be like a little bit on the shallower side, but this one goes deep, man. This is like, let me see, it's like all the way down to right here. So if you have a bigger item, maybe like a notebook or I don't know, anything that's a little bit bigger, it'll fit really comfortably in there and it's super nice to have. Let's jump into my least favorite part of the Arcido Akra, and that's the tech compartment. I've warned you, I don't like this tech compartment, and let me show you why. First of all, the zipper experience is great, super smooth, but a few things to note here. First of all, if you remember earlier when I talked about the internal materials, not liking them as much, this is a prime example. The internal materials just feel a little cheap, okay? Like this mesh is okay, this is okay. They're not like it's not the end of the world, they're just okay. Here though, if you are someone who is a fan of organization, particularly if you're a digital nomad and you have lots of things you like to carry, this mesh pocket is fun. I got my reading glasses in there. I've got a phone, computer charger, some excess headphones, okay? And you'll be pleased to see there's just lots of other organization and pockets. We've got pen holders. We've got a little notebook compartment. We've got a big notebook compartment. How many notebooks do I have? A lot. But no matter what you want to fit in there, whether it's notebooks or something else, you'll just be pleased to know that there's lots of compartments for your But bringing it onto the other side is something that I'm just not crazy about, and that's this laptop holder, okay? This is why I'm not crazy about it. There's like a flimsiness to it. It just doesn't feel very secure. Now, I will say I've been using this my Laptop has not been destroyed, it's been fine, so it being secure versus it feeling secure are two separate things, but it just kind of like, I just don't like that, okay? A lot of backpacks still have like this part strapped securely there so it doesn't move and it's secure in one position. Also, something to note is that the reason that it is that flimsiness is because this is a part of a removable Velcro system. And Arcido did something as to where if you have their daypack, you can actually switch this from the Akra to their daypack, which is called the Saxon, I think. But if you have both backpacks, you can seamlessly move this between the two. But for me, I don't really like the feature a lot. Like, I would rather just take my laptop out, like, cause that's a lot easier, you know, just laptop out into one, into another, as opposed to like having to unvelcro the whole thing and then re-velcro into another one. It seems like a hassle to me, and I'm just not a fan of the feature at all. Now for the actual back panel, let's take a look at a few things. First of all, the actual padding right here, it's great. I love these materials, this mesh sort of padding right here. It's got a really nice thickness to it. I mean, do you see that? And it's really cushiony. It's gonna keep your back well protected. It's got nice ventilation, so you're not gonna get too sweaty, because back sweat sucks. But yeah, more or less, I'm a big fan of this back panel. And you can see that the design of the back panel is mirrored with the shoulder strap. I like the aesthetics of that, but one thing to take into consideration is that the shoulder strap is not going to be anywhere near as comfortable or as padded. It doesn't need to be, okay? Shoulder straps don't need this sort of cushion, but it's just something to be aware of. If we move down the shoulder straps, you'll see that we have a sternum strap. Now, if you've watched my videos before, you'll know that I love me some sternum straps. Sternum straps are good. They connect across your chest. They're nice and tight, and they keep the bag secure, but this sternum strap is done with magnets. The magnets are good. I thought I would actually be crazier about it because I love me some magnets, you know? But it's good. It works. One thing that's also awesome about the sternum straps is that they are removable. So while I love sternum straps, some people freaking hate sternum straps. If that sounds like you, then you'll be pleased to know that you can just pop this bad boy out, remove the sternum straps, cover it with this flap, and it's like there's no sternum strap evidence. Another criticism I have about this backpack is the dangle experience. As you can see, the excess nylon just kind of hangs out and there's nowhere to store it. I wish that there was some sort of like pocket or something I could just like stash this into, because these things dangling around, it just pisses me off, and I wish that there was some way to kind of stow that away. And then finally, for the last part of the back, let's talk about these waist straps, and you'll know why I use my quotations and call them waist straps in a second. Let's talk about the good things. See, talk about excess nylon. There's no dangle here. You can go ahead and stow the excess nylon in there. Love that. And we have additional pockets right there. Love these pockets. Not a lot of backpacks have this feature. It's a great way to access something quick and easy. Like, what do I have in here? I think I have my eye drops. Yeah, pop your eye drops in there. Whatever it is, something that you just want to have, literally like as like an additional like pocket, basically. Also, another great thing about this waist strap is that it's magnets, okay? The magnets are super secure, super tight, like they're not gonna come off. It's really well done. But my one criticism of these waist straps is, as you will see, that when you put the waist straps on, they don't really cover your waist. They're more like stomach straps. Do you see this? Arcido, WTF. I have seen hundreds of backpacks and I've never seen a waist strap that shoots up so high. Now here's the thing with waist straps. They're removable, which is great, and they're included, which is also great, okay? But like, a waist strap is supposed to connect at your waist to help take the additional weight off of your back, but unfortunately, this just comes up at your stomach. Like, this is like literally, like my belly button's right here. The waist strap is north of the belly button. You want the waist strap typically like south of the belly button. I'm not talking too far south, but I'm talking south for sure. More or less, it's kind of weird to me, and it makes me never want to wear the waist straps, which kind of sucks because I love the pockets and I love most of what's happening with the waist straps, but okay guys, we decided to come back to the co-working space to finish up this review, and we're going to move on now to the overall pros and the overall cons of the Arcido Akra. My overall pro number one is the overall aesthetic and shape of the Akra. I am not gonna lie, I was really blown away by this backpack. I think that Arcido innovated with its shape and the aesthetic in ways that I haven't really seen many other backpacks do. Particularly, I just adore the way that the zippers sort of slash in a little bit, and also how the bottom of the bag is a little bit smaller than the top. It gives it this sort of like sexy shape where it's not boxy, and it has a really nice aesthetic to it, and I think it looks amazing. For overall pro number 2 is the fact that this is a true minimalist's backpack. Seriously, on a backpack this size, 35 liters, there's usually a checklist of things that are ubiquitous. Things like side handles, compression straps, the list goes on and on. But when it came to the Akra, Arcido said, f that, we're gonna rewrite the playbook. And that's exactly what they did. There's a whole slew of things that they cut in this backpack, and I think it was really innovative, and it created one of the true minimalist 35 liter packs on the market. And finally, my third overall pro is going to be the comfort, because this guy is super comfortable. We love what they did with the back padding and with the shoulder straps, and using the same mesh, it breathes, it ventilates, it's just really comfortable, and it's got a great feel to it when you're wearing it. But not everything is rosy with the Arcido Akra. Let's run over a few of the cons with this backpack. Overall con number 1 is this laptop compartment. I just don't get it. Remember that when the laptop was in there, it felt insecure. The whole thing is, it tries to be innovative, but it's weird, and it's supposed to unattach and reattach into a different day pack. It doesn't work for me, man. The second overall con, while we're in this compartment, is the interior materials. Exterior materials, great. Interior materials, not so great. It's not that they're terrible, they're not gonna bust on you. I'm sure they're durable, they just kind of feel cheap. These materials feel meh. This webbing feels meh. Just more or less interacting with this backpack from the inside is just okay. So with all of these pros and these cons being taken into consideration, our Nomads Nation overall score for the Arcido Akra is a 4 out of 5 stars. It's just a way for us to kind of put a number on the overall value that we think the Akra has. And 4 out of 5 stars is a really good score because the Arcido Akra is a really good backpack. With so many backpacks on the market, I like to end these reviews telling you exactly who I think this pack is perfect for and who it's not perfect for. And if it's not perfect for you, I'll let you know what pack is for you. First off, this backpack is definitely for you if you're looking for a solid, mid-sized backpack. By solid, I mean it's great, and by mid-sized, I mean it's 35 liters. So if you're just looking for that, the second type of person this bag is perfect for is anybody who likes the look. This sort of sleek look, not a whole lot going on in the front. You know, I'm a really big fan of aesthetics and the way that our pack looks. It's like, you know, it's like a part of you, you know? So if you see this and you're like, dude, that's my dude, then get it. You'll love this pack. This backpack is also gonna be perfect for anybody who is looking for a true minimalist backpack. If you're the kind of person who doesn't need all of the bells and the whistles and the features and the customization and all this, the hidden zippers and all that stuff, then you'll be pleased to know that the Arcido Akra is a true minimalist pack. It doesn't have all that excess bullshit you don't need. It is just the basics, and sometimes the basics are beautiful. And finally, this pack is perfect for anybody who wants a backpack that is 100% carry-on compliant. What I mean is that any flight that you take, as long as you paid for the overhead space, you will be able to bring this backpack on. That's one of the awesome parts about a 35 liter pack. You'll be able to carry this on all the airlines like Southwest, Cathay, even Ryanair. You should be able to get this on. But on the flip side, let me tell you about who this pack is not perfect for. This backpack is not for you if you're looking for an everyday carry backpack. Why? It's 35 liters. 35 liters is too big. If you're looking for an everyday carry backpack, the biggest I would recommend going is like 30 liters, but you can probably do in like the 20 to 25 liter range. If you're looking for an everyday carry backpack and something that's a little bit smaller, check the links below. I've got some awesome recommendations for you. This is also not for somebody looking for a large travel pack. Remember, I said this guy is a mid-sized travel pack. It's 35 liters. That's right in between day pack, large travel pack. It's like right in that middle zone. So if you've got a big trip planned, I'm talking like 2 weeks plus, I don't think 35 liters is gonna cut it. Don't get me wrong, it can. I have traveled on a 35 liter for months at a time. You need to travel so minimal though, and you gotta do laundry like every 3 days. If that doesn't sound like you and you just want like a bigger pack that can fit more stuff and travel like a normal and a sane person, then you're gonna wanna get something in the 40 to 50 liter range. If that sounds like you, check the links below. I've got some awesome recommendations for my favorite large travel packs. And finally, last but not least, this is a minimalist backpack. So this is not going to be the backpack for you if you're looking for a bunch of like cool, snazzy, fun features. If you like hidden pockets and like 14 handles and like all this cool stuff that a lot of other backpacks have, you're not gonna wanna get this. If you like the idea of a backpack with tons of pockets and additional organization, believe me, there's some amazing ones out there, whether it's Nomadic or Tortuga. Check out the links below. I've got some backpacks that are literally like organizational masterpieces. And if you're planning on buying the Arcido Akra or any other backpacks that we review, we always ask that you use our links. Using our links means that we can pay the bills, which means as long as we're paying the bills, we're gonna keep making more awesome backpack reviews. All right, guys, that's it. We're done. Thank you for sitting through this entire massive, crazy, epic Arcido Akra review. If you've made it this far, that means that you like backpack reviews. How do I know? Because this thing is anywhere in between 18 to 30 minutes long, and that's a long time to watch a backpack review. So if you're still here, I highly recommend subscribing. Where's the little button? It's like over there. Hit that button, because if you're here and you like backpack reviews, we put out tons of these. So please hit the like button, subscribe, throw us a comment below. We'd love to hear from you. We answer every single comment and we can't wait to see you guys next time. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye. Say bye-bye. Oh, shit.